Welcome back to Block TV. Time for Black Hats. Needless to say, every ecosystem has its good, its bad, and its ugly. And I braved the dangers and went out to ruck the muck of the industry with its various hacks, scams, frauds, and lived to report on it for you. Now, to get things started, Cyprus-based exchange BTC-e and its executive Alexander Vinnik has been indicted for the alleged crimes of conspiracy, money laundering, unlawful monetary transactions, and operating an unlicensed exchange, according to CoinDesk. The now-defunct exchange and Vinnik face civil penalties of up to $100 million when including interest and costs. In all, Vinnik has been indicted for 17 counts of money laundering and 2 counts of engaging in unlawful monetary transactions. Plus, BTC-e and Vinnik were also charged with 1 count of operating an unlawful money service business and 1 count of conspiracy to commit money laundering. Not really sure why you need those conspiracies. He's already getting charged with all the actual crimes. Well, the US government alleges that BTC-e and Vinnik knowingly laundered and held funds for some of the most nefarious organizations involved in the cryptocurrency industry, for a profit, of course. This includes funds received from the hack that brought down Mt. Gox, probably one of the most famous hacks to ever hit the cryptocurrency community. Now, BTC-e wasn't doing this in hiding either. They advertised themselves as an anonymous way to buy, sell, and transact in Bitcoin, as well as other digital currencies. Anyone, anywhere was allowed to operate on its platform without even the most basic identifying information, according to the report. Ah, the good old Wild West, before AML and KYC regulations hit crypto. And it shows too. The investigators wrote, a significant portion of BTC-e's business was derived from suspected criminal activity. And people knew it. The exchange was considered a safe haven among crypto criminals. According to the indictment in BTC-e's chat room, people under monikers suggestive of criminality, including usernames such as ISIS, Cocaine Cowboys, Black Hat Hackers, woohoo, that's us, shout out, DZ Killer Hacker, and Hacker for Hire, would publicly discuss buying or accessing illicit materials on the dark web on their own chat rooms. Furthermore, the attorneys for the US government allege, on some occasions, customers contacted BTC-e's administration directly with questions regarding how to process and access proceeds from the sale of illicit drugs and other illegal markets, including the Silk Road. Not a good look. Now, BTC-e wasn't just simply passive and looking the other way towards criminal activity. They actively helped. Now, the process, as described by the indictment, was as follows. BTC-e's business model obscured and anonymized transactions and source of funds. A BTC-e user didn't fund an account directly by transferring money to BTC-e itself, but rather users were instructed to wire funds to one of the BTC-e's front companies controlled by BTC-e, nor could BTC-e users withdraw funds from their accounts directly, such as through an ATM. Instead, they were required to make withdrawals through the use of a third-party exchange, avoiding leading a financial paper trail. That's effectively a Bitcoin mixer. A user could create a BTC-e account with nothing more than a username and an email address, with often bore no relationship to the actual identity of the user. Now, this is exactly what governments fear about crypto. For people, whether criminals or not, to transact without their knowledge of who, where, when, for what, and for how much. Now, Alexander Vinnik faces a maximum of 55 years in prison. And of course, since this happened, this crypto exchange has been down for a number of years. Since then, crypto exchanges have felt the pressure of government-required AML and KYC regulations in order to operate. Those good old Wild West days are over, which is a good thing if you believe in government controls, or a bad thing if you saw crypto as the way out from under the government's thumb. If you're in the latter group, you will not be too happy about this next thing. The IRS recently sent out a letter warning taxpayers that they better report their crypto or the government would take action. Now, how did the IRS know who the people were to send these letters to who hold crypto if they never actually reported their holdings? Well, according to the Wall Street Journal, one possible source is information provided to the agency is by the cryptocurrency exchange Coinbase. In mid-March of 2018, Coinbase provided data on about 13,000 accounts as requested by the IRS. The data included the customer's name, taxpayer identification number, with date and address, plus account statements and the name of the counterparties. Now, this is the exact opposite of BTC-e. This is a crypto exchange telling the government who you are, all the personal information about you, and the person you transacted with, even if you did nothing illegal, even if you were merely buying a pie of pizza with some Bitcoin. Now, this is the reality crypto users are facing today. Even if you hold your own keys, all of the big marketplaces for trading Bitcoin and other cryptos right now follow strict AML and KYC regulations, and as we see with Coinbase, they will tell on you. But who knows? Maybe in the future will bring widespread adoption of truly decentralized exchanges where obviously they cannot tell the governments about you because there is no one to tell, and complete privacy coins. But until then, make sure to watch over your shoulder because Uncle Sam is watching. For Block TV, this was BlockCats, and I'm Yonah Hochhauser. Stay safe out there.
For more news and updates, follow us on Twitter.